Hi guys, and welcome back to another video.
And today we are exploring the wonderful city of Birmingham.
Woo! Birmingham, England's second largest city and famous for its legendary rock music, bustling nightlife and abundance of canals.
Today we'll be checking out the top 5 things to do in Birmingham, filled with food, culture and beers. This is a perfect itinerary for a great day out.
Okay, one of the first things you need to do when you come to Birmingham is come to the Bullring, which is a shopping centre just across from the train station, and it is actually the UK's largest shopping centre inside a city, so in the city centre. So it's absolutely massive. Has some pretty cool backdrop as soon as you walk in. We're gonna have a mooch around, see what shops there are here. There's also loads of activities in the shopping centre as well. So we've got treetop adventure golf, there's like a hair salon downstairs, so there's other things you can do within the shopping centre as well.
Though the Bullring has only been open for about 20 years, the markets have been here for over 800 years or so. So it's got a rich shopping history, and it's also called the Bullring because people used to do like bullfighting and bull baiting here. So we finished checking out the Bullring, fantastic shopping centre, although we didn't want to go shopping. But now we are going to the best rated restaurant or pizza restaurant?
Both, so it's been
okay, so
both.
The best rated restaurant, which is also a pizza restaurant, which is also Abby's favourite food, to get lunch.
Oh my god, we didn't realise, but it's actually home to the Karen's Cafe. You know, the one where it does good food, but then there are actual Karens that serve you. I really wish we'd booked there now. It looks really interesting, but it's new on the scene. And obviously our one is actually good for food. #1 best at pizza, but yeah, it's
Good.
upstairs.
So it says there, great food, terrible service.
Yeah, but how funny would that have been?
Reminds me of when I worked in a restaurant.
But yeah, it's upstairs in the Grand Central, so we're heading there now. The next top thing to do here in Birmingham is to go and check out some of their amazing restaurants. This one we found through TripAdvisor and was kind of like a Subway style pizza place. There were loads of toppings to choose from and they made it fresh in front of you. Just walking around there were loads of nice restaurants with people even queuing out the door. Let us know in the comments if you have any restaurant suggestions for Birmingham. Alright, the verdict is in, guys.
Yeah, so although it is definitely one of the top 5 things to do is to go and get some food at a nice restaurant, we just happened to choose one that was alright.
It was average.
It was alright. Couldn't complain at all, could you?
It was very in and out job basically, but it was more of like a lunch. I'm going for a shopping rather than I'm going out for a nice lunch.
It was like a posh Subway pizza place.
But the Karen's place when we walked past sounded hilarious. It was like shouting into the microphone like, hurry up, hurry up. So I would probably go there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, look, we had some good food.
It was alright, yeah.
It was alright.
How
many times have we said it was alright? We are heading off to the next thing on our list now, which is
a bit of culture and history.
Drum roll, please.
We're off to Birmingham Museum. We've just stumbled to Victoria Square and there is a pollinations festival happening here with loads of really cool art sculptures to celebrate pollination obviously, and that's happening today, so that's really cool. Everything's beautiful and there's loads of things on for kids as well and the person talking in the background.
For an hour, over there as well. Oh, bloody hell, come on now, start paying for these nets, very charging.
And there's another thing on as well where everyone's dressed up in Alice in Wonderland outfits.
Like thousands and thousands of people.
And apparently it's a giant escape room throughout Manchester.
It's a scavenger hunt.
So there's loads of stuff going on in the city, and this is just what we bumped into on the way to the museum.
Right, so the next thing on our list is the Birmingham Museum and Art Gallery, which is this very sexy Grade 2 listed building behind me. I feel like I'm on Homes Under the Hammer. And to our left we have a Grade 2 listed. But anyway, yeah, it's free entry, so we're going to check it out. And it is the number 3 on our top 5 things to do in Birmingham.
Something cultural.
Cultural. I'm sure we won't spend very long on it then.
In the relaxation area of the museum.
Very relaxing, isn't it?
Don't talk too loudly because it is a museum. However, they have loads of pop-up exhibitions here, so they change all the time, but it's really cool because there's lots of historical ones as well as arty ones as well. So loads to look at. And there's also the award-winning tea room as well, where you can get a drink or a coffee and stuff. And
a slice of cake. The cakes look good.
Apparently I read online that the afternoon tea is meant to be really good in there as well. Yeah, we're going to have one last look around and then head out afterwards. So the next thing you need to do when you come to Birmingham is come to Brindley Place, come and explore the Canal quarter. And apparently Brummies say that they have more canals than Venice, although it's obviously a much bigger city than Venice is. But yeah, it's a really beautiful place, loads of canals, bars, restaurants, and they claim it to be the #1 tourist and leisure destination in Birmingham. So let's go have an explore.
And a drink.
And a drink.
This is the place you need to come if you want to rent a boat. It's obviously one of the really cool things to do in Birmingham that we're not actually going to rent one today, because we seem to always just rent a boat where we go. We're like, let's go there and rent a boat. Hello!
So look, they're having fun.
Party hire. Rent that boat, the party boat.
Yeah. You can also go on a canal tour, which does a live commentary of the 250 years of history on the canal, only £6 per person, and it leaves here 4 times a day. So you can see it on the screen. This boat's already full, but we might come back.
It's in 10 minutes. Should we see if we can get on?
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah, go on then, let's try. It's completely full, so we might get on the 4 o'clock one depending on kind of where we are and what we're doing. But I'd say if you want to go on a boat tour, get there like 20-30 minutes before, because they seem really popular. So
I think we're going to head to this pub here because it looks like a nice little spot.
It looks vibey.
Looks like it's gonna...
It looks like a decent pub with a decent vibe.
Yeah, beer garden.
Let's go.
At the Malt House bar just off of the canal. It's got a really cute little beer garden, got a glass of wine, a little chill out. Just watch the world go by basically. There's loads of restaurants and bars along this canal, as there's loads of places to bar hop as well. I think it'd be quite fun for like a boozy day out.
So the last and our final stop on the 5 best things to do in Birmingham is to go and visit the Custard factory,
which is in Digbirth. Apparently I'm envisioning like Northern Quarter vibes.
Or like Baltic Market in Liverpool, like just a bit out of the way, loads of cool bars, independent shops, things to do. But yeah, we've just hopped out the taxi and it looks really, really cool, doesn't it?
There's graffiti everywhere, but we're gonna go and like walk around, get our bearings, see what's about, and then decide where we're gonna hop into. But yeah,
I think it's gonna be like, have a mooch around, have some bevs.
Yeah, it looks very hip and trendy, as the young
like
people
us
say.
then, no?
Right, let's go have a look. The Custard factory is the heart of Birmingham's buzzing creative district, and you can definitely see that as you walk down the street.
Home to loads of quirky independent shops, bars and art galleries. It's like its own little community. The factory itself was where Bird's instant custard was born, and they've kept little hints of this throughout the area.
Honestly, the amount of cool and unusual bars in this area, you could spend a full day mooching and playing games. I really, really like the vibe of this place. Alright, so we're in the square. It's a really, really good vibe, and there's loads of bars that you can sit and have a drink at, and there's also like NQ64, which is a games place as well. When I was researching this place, there's a place called the Floodgate, which also has loads of like fun little games you can play on like a date or etc. with drinks. So there's loads to do around this area for like a day out with friends or like with your boyfriend and stuff. It's very like...
But you can like get different drinks from different places and then just sit in the courtyard in the middle, which is really good.
Yeah, we're currently at Crazy Pedro's because we just know it well, but there's much more independent places down there, which look really cool, but they're quite busy. There looks like there's a wedding over there as well, so it's really cool, yeah. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. We would have done an outro, but I ramble at the best of times, let alone after a few wines. We have to say Birmingham's more than what we were expecting. We literally just went off the top 5 things we would enjoy most, but honestly there is so much more to explore. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments if you've been to Birmingham and have any suggestions. See you next week. Bye!